Hey guys, welcome back to the Snapper Chronicles. Coming back at you with another video, but not a ratchet this time. This time we have a push drill, and this is a Craftsman push drill. And to be more specific, it's a Craftsman Circle F, which is Miller Falls, I believe, manufacturer. So before we jump into it, if you can do me a big favor and hit the like button, but more important, hit that subscribe button. If you find any of this type of content at all entertaining, maybe informative, give me a like and a subscribe. Okay. Yeah, I picked this up. I picked it up because it was kind of a little bit different, maybe a little bit gimmicky, and it's you can see here its display of the bits. It has kind of a funky plastic magazine, see-through magazine here that you can see your bits, and it has also a kind of a novel way of getting them out. There's this one switch here which is spring-loaded, and it kind of holds it in place when the circle is above it. But once you press it down, then it goes to whichever compartment in the magazine you're looking to get out the bit from. So let's say you wanted that bit, so you would just shake it out, and there you have the bit. And then if you wanted that one, you go to that one, and it comes out through that hole there. If you wanted to lock it in place to where the hole is not over a bit, you just move it back to where the switch is, and the switch, it kind of has a plunger that sticks up and locks it in place. That way the magazine is closed, so to speak. But I thought that was pretty interesting feature on this push drill. And usually, I don't know, I was looking around when I saw this. I was after I got it, I looked around to see if it had a model number or anything on it that corresponds to this. And I did see a few other examples, but the plastic on those seemed to have like pretty deteriorated. This one is pretty clear. It's like I said, clear. The other ones I saw were yellow and kind of like not, kind of opaque. You couldn't really see through really well through them, so I'm kind of glad I got this one, I guess, because the plastic is in good shape and you can see the bits clearly inside the magazine. Well, to take this apart, there's a screw up here, up top, a Phillips, and just unscrew it. And this is what the screw looks like. It's a little rusty. I take the cap off. The cap looks like it's plastic with like maybe an aluminum ring around it with the Craftsman and the Circle F, and has an arrow pointing down. Not sure what that is for. And the Made in USA. And underneath the cap has kind of like little indents for place holding for the ratchet one, the ratchet style of switch, where you want to release or go over whichever compartment you want to get the bit out of. So it has those little cutouts there. And here is the switch. The switch looks just like a pin with a drilled screw. Not sure if that's an original screw, but it works. Then it has a spring underneath the pin, and these are the other bits here. And I'm not gonna mess with this because these can be notorious for being hard to disassemble. You'd have to really work on them sometimes to get them apart up here. Have to knock out that pin, and the pin a lot of times doesn't want to cooperate. So we're just gonna take it apart mostly. Okay, you unscrew this cap here. This is like an aluminum cap. This is pretty heavy all over. Doesn't feel like a light tool. Be careful with this. When you unscrew this, the spring tension is gonna want to shoot out when you get to the last. So you want to keep it secured in your hand. See what I mean? And that's the spring. And this normally, I guess, when you took this out, this would slide off, but it shows you the aluminum piece. And here is the gear, the spinning gear. Looks like brass. All this is non-ferrous, doesn't react to a magnet. All these parts, I think these parts up here do react to a magnet. I would say that's probably brass. And then you got the spring and this wooden plug. Here's the spring. Has a good amount of tension on that spring. The wooden plug always amazes me that these wooden plugs, no matter how old, they seem to be always in good shape. And here's what that looks like. I mean, it's a little dirty, but besides that, looks like perfect shape for something, I don't know, maybe 50, 60 years old. As far as the date on these, I'm not sure. Here's the plastic piece. I'm not going to take that out. It doesn't come out. Did I see? Let me see. No, it doesn't come out readily. When I looked on Alloy Artifacts, it said that Miller Falls and Craftsman was in the 30s and 40s, their collaboration. But this, I don't believe this is 30s or 40s. This has to be later. This, I'm gonna guess maybe 50s or 60s, because it doesn't look to be that old from the 40s. So that's a guess. It could be, but I doubt it. And to put it all back together, take your spring and plunger, put that there. The spring goes into the hole of the gear here, slide this down, and this could be a little challenging. You have to thread under tension. You have to thread this part, and yeah, it's doesn't want to cooperate really well, but once you get a couple of threads in, it probably goes a lot smoother. And there we got that. And now you put your bits back in the magazine, and it has those bits that kind of that one looks different actually, but usually these bits that kind of have a cutout and then a half cut on the top there, where they remove half and it kind of sticks into the thing, and there's a slot for that half cutout there, and there's also a pin that holds it in place. This one for some reason doesn't have it. This might not be working well or made for this drill. Put your stuff back in, and remember this one goes in the slot that has a cutout. So this slot here with the cutout. Before you do that, you want to put your spring. But drop your spring in, then you take this and put it in that slot there with the cutout. Now you just hold this in place and you start screwing. The cap in place. You want to get it kind of tight, but if you get it too tight, this won't spin. So you want to like get it to the bottom and then like maybe give it a little loosening, maybe a quarter turn, a half a turn. That way the cap can move freely, and there it locks in place. So yeah, so that's a look at this Craftsman push drill. Seems pretty heavy duty, has some interesting features, the see-through window for the bits, the switch here, and the cap, revolving cap. Seems pretty heavy duty. Not sure what year it is, but it is a Circle F, which we know is Miller Falls. Okay guys, until next time.